It seems like only yesterday here in Boston that Mike Evans, the assistant coach of the Raptors, was chasing Nate Archibald around, Ricky Green, Danny Ainge, all these Boston guards. But here you are. You're on the bench, and the Raps are right now leading by 2, and Andrea Bargnani's been sensational. Tell me about his game, what you've seen compared to the last couple, 3 weeks.
Well, Andrea is playing with a lot more confidence, and offensively he's shooting the ball pretty decently tonight, but on the other hand, he's also rebounding the basketball. He had 7 rebounds for us in that half. He's doing a good job defensively, and he's helping. He's looking to help. So we're really excited about what Andrea did in the first half. Sometimes too bad there's 2 halves in a game sometimes.
Well, Mike, you got to be thrilled about the offense. If you're not turning the ball over here, you could be running away with this game. Yeah,
we had 11 turnovers for 16 points, and sometimes you're going to turn it over. But the whole idea is not to give up the points on the other end. 16 points is totally too much. And on top of that, they had 32 points in the paint. And that's a killer also. So we have to do a better job taking care of the basketball, executing our half-court offense, and limiting them in transitioning in the paint.
All right, Michael, thank you very much.
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it. Here's Mike. Does he have pipes or what?
Oh, yeah. He's a TV guy.
All right, Capital One at the half stats.
Oh, Raptors have to be thrilled with their numbers. You're shooting almost 68% against the best defensive team in the league. You put up 57 points on the board. You're doing a nice job from 3. Perfect from the free throw line. You're out rebounding the Celtics. Assists are outstanding. It's just the turnovers. And as Mike pointed out, the points off of those turnovers, 16, are really hurting the Raps.
And of those 11 turnovers, 8 combined with Bosch and Calderon. And Paul Pierce, who had 9 points in 21 minutes. Allen with a huge second quarter, though, with 14. Jamario Moon rises up, missed, rebound, Ray Allen. Our third quarter right here on The Score, brought to you by Hyundai. Chuck Swirsky, Leo Rollins, along with Adnan Burke on The Score, where they are hardcore ball 24/7. A behind-the-back wraparound by Pierce over in back violation, and it's a careless turnover by Paul Pierce in his 10th year out of Kansas.
Doc Rivers not saying much right there, but that pass was thrown not to where Ray Allen should be. Ray Allen went to the spot. He needed to drift towards Pierce, towards the corner, and Pierce threw it the other way, and that's why you just want to stay away from those passes. Take a good look where you're throwing the ball. That's interesting. I joked with Andrea Bargnani in our halftime interview about having dinner last night with Maurizio Gherardini. If I'm not mistaken, you were in that company as well. And but Andrea not wanting to talk about himself, want to talk about the team, and you got to love that.
And you got to love Anthony Parker. Parker feeling it, Leo. Parker with his 3rd triple in as many attempts. He's got 14.
Yeah, Anthony Parker on a perfect game here, Chuck. 5 for 5.
Nice pass, Garnett. How do you get that deep?
Well, again, Raptors didn't rotate over. Nobody. You got to communicate defensively. You're in a back line. You got to talk. You see everything that's going on, and you got to let your teammates in front of you know.
Garnett now with 18. Moon, bad pass.
See, and it's the same type of turnovers they had in the first half, unforced. It's just a casual pass that leads to a mistake.
And then a deflection.
Calderon, one of the things he does, Chuck, he's active with his hands. He's moving his feet, but he's got his hands up, always looking for deflections. And so many players, when they defend, they drop their hands. They're not active with their hands.
And how about Delfino? Moon getting a quick hook here with 90 seconds gone by.
I'm sure that 3/4 of that halftime talk had to do with turnovers and casual passes. So if you're going to throw one away, especially if you're Jamario Moon, Sam will give you the hook.
How long did it take Ray Allen to just decide, I'm going to shoot the ball? That's what we talk about, releases. He has a beautiful release. Whoever taught him to shoot a basketball, Leo, I'd like to meet, because he did it well.
No question about it. He's got great form, a great elevation on the shot as well.
Gosh, beautiful board. Paul Pierce a little bit gimpy, and a 3 by Delfino.
Well, you get those second chance opportunities, and Carlos Delfino didn't score in the first half, but launching early here.
Raptors are 8 of 11 behind the arc. That's 73%. They're shooting 58% in the ball game and lead by 1. We played about 2.5 minutes third quarter. The double comes from Delfino. Rondo, nice pass. Kendrick Perkins, and it's knocked out of his hands.
A nice job by Chris, got a hand in there. And at the other end, Chris Bosh, big offensive rebound right here. In traffic, two hands, can kick it out, the swing, and the open look.
So it's 6 on the clock. Kendrick Perkins.
Oh, that's a nice pass. You don't expect that from Perkins.
No. I think the Raptors felt Perkins was going to try that 16-footer.
Absolutely.
The clock was winding down.
Ray Allen's
heads-up play by Perkins.
Ray Allen smiling at the other end, surprised him as well.
Andrea Bargnani on a reverse, counted foul. El Mago showed us something here in 25 minutes with a 14-point, 7-rebound, 3-assist game.
What did you guys eat last night? I know it was a good restaurant, but what exactly did Andrea have? Because we're going to have to ship that to Toronto.
He had, specifically, he had ravioli and a spinach salad.
Boy, spinach, there you go. A little Popeye action going on here.
Raptors by 2, 66-64.
Doc Rivers not impressed. He wants his team to get back to their defensive ways that they've abandoned thus far.
Pierce, Garnett with a dunk.
Now, here, little mistakes the Raptors need to avoid. Leaving your feet on Pierce on the perimeter, Chuck. Remember, what do we want to give up in this game if you're the Raptors? I mean, you want to make sure that you get your hand up, contesting shots, but giving up perimeter shots, not in drives into the paint.
Bosh. Tied at 66. Pierce, 3-ball. Hit back rim, rebounded by CB4.
And that's why you don't leave your feet, Chuck. Stay down.
Andrea Bargnani on a pump. By the way, you know, this Italian restaurant, I got to tell you a quick story. I was the only one that did not speak Italian. And so I said, Andrea, you have to order for me. He says, just eat what I'm eating. So I said, okay.
So you had ravioli and spinach?
Exactly what he ate.
Yeah, but I haven't noticed the spinach taking effect with you like it has with Andrea. As a matter of fact, I watched you play this morning at the hotel gymnasium, and our director, Troy Clara, the hammer, put the hammer on you.
He did. That's a charge on Andrea. See, he's too strong. Maurizio Garadini, just a wonderful man. What a compliment to the front office with Brian Colangelo.
You know, and he has a great relationship with Brian, which enabled them to work so well together. And did you pick up the tab, Chuck, or was it Maurizio? Maurizio picked up the tab.
Courtesy of Brian Colangelo.
Does Brian know that?
He does now if he's watching.
Sorry, Maurizio.
We just threw him under the bus. Here is Garnett. Rondo, free from 15. Nope, rebound Perkins. And he got stripped. And here come the Raptors on a 5-on-4. Calderon, who has 16 points and 7 assists, off a high ball screen from Bosh. Bargnani on a pump. Nope.
Yeah, just a little, didn't quite square up. Chuck put the ball on the floor and got into a shot before he could square his shoulders. Still turning on the release.
Ray Allen. Rondo, Pierce. Tried to get a little bit too fancy that time.
Now, 2 times now, Pierce has faked that 3-point shot, and the Raptors have left their feet. The one time nobody bid on the fake, he took a shot and he missed. So play your percentages right now. Don't let Pierce get into the paint. Doc Rivers still very frustrated with what's going on with his team. They've been very, very good, especially at home.
Garnett driving on Bargnani. Up, out, rebound. Delfino kept it in play to Bosh. So the Raps going with Bosh, Delfino, Calderon, and Parker. Andrea Bargnani, the 19-footer. Nothing but nylon.
That's a good-looking shot right there. Now, unlike the other one he missed, straight up, straight down, legs ready, let it fly.
68-66 Raps.
Spinach, huh?
Mm-hmm. And Perkins will go to the stripe, shooting 2.
Every time the Celtics get into the paint, they're able to find somebody, and Perkins is the guy that is always there waiting for that ball to come to him.
This will go against Delfino, his first. As Posey will not play with a finger injury, missing his second game.
And that's actually bonus for the Raptors. He's played very well against Toronto this season. Even going back to that first game where the Celtics won in overtime, he hit some big threes late in the game. And really, that's not even what the Celtics got him for. They got him for the hustle and the defense and the way he goes after people. Plays the game a little bit of an edge.
Yeah, I think that's a great pickup. He has an opt-out at the end of this season. And the owner of the Miami Heat, Mickey Harrison, said that if they could redo one thing with the Heat, and it's been a long year for Miami, they would have re-signed James Posey.
And Pat Riley said that about Capono as well. So there's two players that that comment was made about. How about that? Casual, but not able to make it.
And then Ray Allen battling hard with Parker. Garnett comes up with it down the floor. Ray Allen driving. And a kiss off the window. Going coast to coast. Boston in transition. Allen now with 10. 4 double-figure players for Boston. Calderon left his feet. Nice pass. Parker in a reverse. Garnett with a block. Here's Allen weaving over the timeline to Rondo. Rondo finds Pierce from the corner. 3-ball. Got it. How about that? Just like that, Leo.
And Sam Mitchell wants a timeout. This is a very good timeout.
This is a 6-0 run. What's happened here?
Again, the Celtics are capitalizing off of missed shots. If you take that shot quick, you don't get the rebound. They're off to the races.
So the Celtics, triggered by Allen, Rondo, Pierce, and Garnett. They lead by 4, 5.5 to go third. And welcome back to Boston right here on The Score. Let's talk a little trivia here, Leo. Our Hyundai Think About It. Okay, here is the question. Who is the highest paid player this season in the NBA?
I think I know this one.
Okay.
I can tell you also who'd like to be his best buddy.
Do you have room in the car for a second passenger?
Come on, you're out
car.
You're out there having free dinners and all that. I need a little help too, all right, buddy?
All right. Raptors go with Calderon, Parker, Bargnani, Bosch. Always a pleasure. Chuck Swirsky, Leo Rollins, Adnan Burke on The Score. Calderon, the pass out. Bargnani giving it up. Delfino from the pocket and a 3.
There again, nice decision by Andrea Bargnani. In the first half, he gave one of those shots to Calderon. Here, Delfino made his last 3. Give it to him again. 9 of 12. The Raptors are from 3.
That's spectacular. Pierce on Delfino, trips, falls to the floor.
You know what I think is spectacular, Chuck? The simple plays. Draw the defense, find the open man. Simple pass, but makes the game a lot of fun. Nice job, Calderon. The penetration, the kick. There's Bargnani. He can shoot it. Defense is running. Nope. I'm going to give my teammate a better, more wide open look.
This is the best we've seen from Andrea Bargnani in a long time, playing with so much confidence. Pierce.
What's nice to see, it's coming on the heels of a real difficult time for him. And for him to bounce back here in Boston, hopefully this game is going to carry him for a while.
Against a good team.
Yes.
Boston by 1. Calderon. Wide open Bargnani. Bam! Andrea Bargnani. My goodness, his third triple of the ball game. And Andrea with 20.
20 points, 7 boards, 4 assists.
And the Raptors by 2. And now Garnett working against Andrea Bargnani up off the glass.
See what Bargnani did, though, Chuck? He stayed down, he played with his feet, didn't pick up any fouls, and once Garnett got in the lane, he had Bosch coming over there, and he had to make a tough shot over Bosch. And again, the good pass from Bargnani.
And another triple for Delfino.
Simple basketball. Who's got the hot hand? Give it to him. And a couple of good choices on the floor right now for Toronto.
Raptors are 5 of 6 behind the arc here in the third. They lead by 3. We have ourselves a ball game here with 3:44 to go third. Ray Allen comes up shooting and scoring. First team that misses wins, huh? Or loses in this case.
Allen is just so tough off the dribble. And, we talk about kind of comeback games. Bargnani playing so well, but, Delfino, back-to-back zeros. So for him to come in the second half here and have this impact is solid.
This is Bosch working against Glenn Davis.
Oh, tough shot. Now, of the starters, Bosch has taken the least amount of shots in his game until he took and made that one.
Yeah, Bosch has taken 6 shots. He's been to the line 3 times.
I remember sat the bench for a while.
Rondo.
First time. Oh, Rondo's tough. I mean, again, you've got to make your adjustments. Back off him a little bit. Keep him on the perimeter. If he beats you scoring jump shots, so be it. I just don't think he can do it that way.
5 double-figure scores for Boston. Andrea Bargnani.
Oh, he's got to shoot that.
He does.
Shoot that or drive it.
Paul Pierce is fouled in backcourt by Calderon, his first.
Yeah, and Sam Mitchell looking at Bargnani saying, "Big fella, you're hot, you're rolling. We've been waiting for this. Shoot it."
Upcoming games for the Raptors on TSN, a back-to-back with the Bucks and the Wiz, and then home at the Air Canada Center against the Wiz coming up on Wednesday on The Score. Our Sprite Impact player.
Well, I don't think you have to look far for the Raptors. Andrea Bargnani has come into this ball game and really looked outstanding. Very confident with his shot. He's making a simple play. The no look to Delfino. Also working hard at the defensive end, forcing Garnett to turn it over and make him work as hard as he can for every bucket. And, you know, everybody's talking about what he can't do, but Bargnani, 20 points in this game, 7 rebounds. That's something they wanted. 5 assists and shooting a great percentage.
He's put together the entire package tonight. A career high in assists with 5.
And nothing forced. Those assists are all simple. I mean, the only play he forced was that last one we saw where instead of taking a shot, he left his feet to try to make a pass. That's being unselfish. Simple mistake. Not a problem.
Eddie House on the floor for Boston, joined with Davis, Garnett, Pierce, and Allen.
Obviously, Dr. Rivers didn't know about my Gatorade player. Just put him in for the first time, Davis.
And Big Baby Davis just made a play to keep that ball alive. Then a 3.
Well, see, that's tough. I mean, Bosch got that ball with 2 hands, Chuck. You don't pull it away from a guy like Bosch with 2 hands without committing the foul. Davis got away with him.
81-79 Boston. Sellout crowd of over 18,000 here. Calderon, Bargnani, giving it up. Calderon 3-ball. Are you kidding me?
Now, you see what he did on the catch, Chuck? As he caught the ball, he was looking at Parker in the corner. Without even faking, the defense shifted, and that gave him time to shoot.
Calderon working on a 19-point, 9-assist game for Andrea Bargnani, assist number 6, as he continues to pad the career high in that category. Eddie House, what a ball game.
That's a tough shot, and there's some contact right there. Calderon got hit in the mouth, or I should say he hit the back of Eddie House's head with his chin.
I love games like this, Leo. You know,
this is a great ball game.
And Calderon threw it away. For Calderon, his 4th turnover of the ball game. Ray Allen is fouled by Andrea Bargnani, pleading with Joe Forte that he had ball.
Not with Ray Allen on the break at home. You're not getting that call.
No.
Jose Calderon had 3 turnovers in the first half, but this is his first one in the second. Kicked it out. Garnett, great reaction. And again, Ray Allen in transition. He knows how to draw the foul. Watch this fake by Calderon. Good pass. Looks at the corner. Ray Allen wasn't sure if the pass was going to go. And by the time he could get up on Calderon's shot, it was gone.
Bosch just a few moments ago felt that he was fouled.
Well, Baby Davis came inside. Watch this rebound. 2 hands, and boom, Bosch got hit right in the face, and that's how that ball got knocked away. And no call by the officials.
So Ray Allen with 17. Calderon getting some words of wisdom from Derek Morton. 85-82 Boston. Juan Dixon on the floor, guarded by Eddie House.
Well, let's see what happens now with Juan Dixon in the game. Calderon getting a breather. Juan Dixon has to hold the fort at the point guard spot.
Bosch forces it up and scores.
As well with Bargnani out of the game, Chuck, Bosch has to be a little bit more of a focal point now.
With under a minute to go here in the 3rd. Celtics by 1. Garnett flips a pass. Pierce. Nice look. Davis counting a foul on Delfino.
Well, it's never too late to be a Gatorade player. And Davis doing a nice job. He's got good hands, Chuck. never took his eyes off the ball, got the pass to finish.
All right, our Hyundai, think about it, NBA trivia. The highest paid player, Leo, in the NBA is in the arena tonight.
And somebody I want is my best buddy right now, Chuck.
And it's KG, Kevin Garnett. He makes $23,750,000. I did some math on. Okay, he averages 35 minutes a game, so per minute he makes $8,275 per minute.
I just want to think about that for a while. Say it one more time.
Okay, $23,750,000. He earns $290,000 a game. He plays 35 minutes a game, so that averages out to $8,275 per minute. Here is Parker going to have to force it up, block. That's a 24 violation. 88-84 Boston with 24 seconds remaining third.
It's like Swirsky money by the word,
right.
you know?
Well, now Rondo's coming in for Big Baby Davis. Your Gatorade game X Factor was the difference in there.
Yeah, he did, in limited minutes. I thought he did a very good job. Just 5 minutes, but scored, rebounded. Jose back in the game, and this is critical for the Raptors right now. But Juan Dixon staying in the game. Raptors making an adjustment going small here.
Yeah, with 24 seconds to go in the third, as Boston's going to try and make one final opportunity to score, as they did in the first half. That was an unbelievable play to end the first half.
Yeah, Raptors are just going to have to be ready here, Chuck, for this final quarter, because the defense will not stay the same as it's been. It's going to be ratcheted up, and they have to be ready to adjust to that.
All right, so this is Ray Allen between the circles, working against Parker, just milking the clock. We're down to 9 on the shot clock. Allen on the drive. Allen giving it up to Tony Allen. Scalabrini aims, fires, hits. I'm not sure that was the design play, but it works. So for the second time in this ball game, Boston scores at the end of a period. The Celtics end this third quarter on an 18-5 run. They lead 91-84. We go to the fourth quarter here in Boston. We'll return in a moment on The Score. Our MGD third quarter stats. How about 36 points for Boston, Leo? What happened?
No, well, Raptors, again, when you miss shots to turn the ball over, they score, and, they're starting to crank it up a little bit. If different players are getting involved, both teams still shooting the ball extremely well, rebounds about even. We've got a great ball game going right here, Chuck. Which team is going to be able to lock up and make adjustments in the fourth quarter will decide this game.
An MGD guy's not out, and we will see you Friday. Make your plans now to attend the game with the Bucks. Free food, Tukes, pregame mingling for only $34 per person. So the package includes an exclusive player meet and greet. Get your tickets at Raptors.com for exciting Toronto Raptors basketball. 13 sellouts in Toronto. Leo, meantime, here with the Celtics in front going into the fourth quarter. They are remarkable, 30-3. What are they at home?
18-2 when they had the lead going into the fourth.
And this crowd on their feet, they're going bananas.
And you can see everybody's moving out for Boston, much more aggressive.
Dixon, Parker on the drive, knife it inside, blocked by Tony Allen. Parker wanted a foul. He's upset with official Eli Rowe. And this is Tony Allen dropping it off. Big Baby Davis. Oh, he just got colored by Nastarovich.
I'll tell you what, there's two passes now. Davis is caught in traffic where, if he's not keeping his eye on the ball, there's no way it's happening. At the other end, Parker goes in. Let's see if we can see a foul. And it looked like there was some contact, a little bit maybe on the wrist, but that was a pretty good effort by Tony Allen. Nice job by Parker trying to draw the foul. But I'll tell you what, Chuck, I mentioned, Baby Davis with his catches and then getting up and either scoring or drawing a foul. He's done a nice job. He's really worked hard on his body, too, since coming out of college.
Well, Leo, funny you should mention that. That's a great point. At LSU, at one point, he weighed 360 pounds. He's about 290 right now. But he was the 35th pick of the draft and the SEC Player of the Year. And I like him. I really agree with that. But
and this is a nice team for him to be on, too, because he just has to come in and do what he's doing, move it out the ball. Chris Humphries hasn't played in this game. Coming in, he's got to be ready to rebound.
House short on a three ball. They are getting a lot of rebounds, aren't they? A lot of second chance point opportunities for the Celtics. Allen taken away by Moon.
8-3 offensive rebounds now for Boston.
That's where you got to run your offense now. Down by 8 on the road. Bosch over Scalabrine.
Tough shot. Without Kevin Garnett in the game, Bosch has got to get his looks.
Our fourth quarter brought to you by MGD.
Even with Garnett, Bosch has got to get his looks here in the fourth.
Allen swings it out to Tony Allen. Allen on a drive. Allen to drop off and a layup by Big Baby Davis.
So all the damage is happening in the paint. Boston's getting in there, and that's where the Raptors have to find a way of closing that paint off to take those shots.
How many points in the paint for Boston now?
Or a big advantage, Chuck. 50-12.
That shot will not count by Bosch. 50 points in the paint?
Yep, 50-12.
Wow.
Tony Allen getting inside, the drop off, and Davis again with those nice hands, soft hands, catching the ball and finishing. Parker. Well, he's just been shooting the ball so well in this game. 6 of 9.
He's got 16. Calderon with 19, Bargnani with 20, and Bosch with 15. Tony Allen working on Moon. Scalabrine, the quick pass to Eddie House. Long board comes out to Eddie House.
See, first thing you got to do on a shooter, Chuck, before you release or go away, you got to check to make sure that shooter doesn't get his own rebound, and the Raptors didn't do that.
Correct. Had that gone in, Leo, I'm leaving.
You know, 4 offensive rebounds in this quarter for Boston. Nice job by Bosch, and you know, there's nobody. He gets by that first guy, Chuck. There's nobody on the floor right now that's blocking the shot. With Kevin Garnett not in the game, Bosch has got to put the ball on the floor and attack. This is his time to get to the free throw line. Strong move, and you got shorter guys like Tony Allen trying to come over and block the shot, and that's just going to put Bosch in the line.
Where can you find us on Friday night on TSN? Leo and I with the call against the Milwaukee Bucks. And then we're headed to Washington, D.C. for a crucial back-to-back with the Washington Wizards on TSN at 7 o'clock. Then Wednesday at the ACC, back here on The Score. It's all ball. Home for the hardcore with Adnan Burke. And we understand from our producer, Paul Graham, the Wizards lost at home. Is that right, Paul? By 36 to Cleveland? Oof. Wow.
Well, you know, it's a long season, Chuck, and the Raptors have had games. Every team has had a game where you just shake your head and go, that can't be the score. So when you have these long seasons, it's going to happen.
And don't look now, but the Cavs, you know what their record is, Leo, since Christmas?
Yeah.
10-2. We got a loose ball foul against Davis.
Everybody knows LeBron James, and they also added Anderson Varejao. What a difference.
Well, right now, we have plenty of time to go with 9:19 to go in the fourth. It's 94-90 Boston.
Raptors have to go back to Chris Bosh. Give him his touches right now.
And they got Davis playing him. He's undersized. Bosh much more agile. Dixon. Jamario Moon. Tough shot.
Now see, I think Jamario Moon can look to put the ball on the floor and go by Eddie House. And Sam Mitchell looking at Jamario Moon right now. Hey, drive it. Drive that ball to the basket. Don't settle for an off-balance jump shot.
We have a timeout here on The Score. 94-90 Boston. 8:56 to play. Somewhere the spirit of Red Auerbach is saying, dancers in Boston with the Celtics. Our subway wrap-up. Toronto, how about 12 triples? But as Leo mentioned, the points in the paint, 50 for the Celtics. And Andrea Bargnani has put together a terrific ball game, folks. 20 points, 6 boards, along with a career-high 6 assists. Let's give him one more rebound. It's 7 boards.
Yeah, he's leading the Raptors in rebounding for the game. But I'll tell you what, a player that we talked about him off the top, Jamario Moon, has to not only play well, but really step up in this game and be aggressive and drive the ball. Sam Mitchell gave him an earful as he came to the bench. He's 2 of 9. He's the only starter that hasn't been to the free throw line. He's the most athletic guy they got. He's got to attack.
Pierce over Moon.
Yeah, a lot of people ask, why doesn't Jamario Moon take the ball to the basket every time? You got to remember, he's just settling into an entirely different environment he's been into. And he's very comfortable with taking that jump shot. And sometimes you got to get out of your comfort zone and just attack. Get up there and don't change your shot. You can leap, go at the rim.
Bosch with his 6th turnover, Leo. Pierce from the pocket and a 3. That's off the mark. 94-90. Garnett will check in for the Celtics. 8-12 and running here from Boston, where the Raptors are trying to salvage a win in a 4-game series. Here's Bosch from 18.
You made a point earlier. Can Glenn Baby Davis handle Chris Bosch, especially off the dribble? No. And that's where you don't want to take a jump shot. And his teammates at the other end find him. They know this guy's got hands. And Paul Pierce doing a nice job of getting Davis the ball in the paint.
And
Pierce, and this, you see Jamario Moon riding alongside. You want to get ahead of him and take that away from him. And Davis, the recipient, 9 minutes, Chuck, 6 points. Been to the free throw line 3 times already and made a big impact.
now, Leo, you played against Barkley, and if you can recall his first year in 84-85, was he as big or bigger than Davis?
Bigger, but stronger. I mean, Barkley was a unique build. I mean, you'll never see, I don't know if you'll ever see a player like Barkley that was, you got to remember, Barkley was about 6'5.5", built like a brick house and could run and jump. He could fly. I mean, a lot of the stuff Davis is laying in, Barkley would be throwing down.
Well, Bargnani is coming back on the floor. We got 96-90 Boston, under 8 minutes to go. Calderon, 19 points, 9 assists, 4 turnovers. We got Pierce playing Bargnani, and the handoff goes to Calderon. On a switch, they've got Eddie House playing Bargnani. Let's see if they can give him the rock. And a push and a foul on Tony Allen.
I tell you what, Anthony Parker saved that play. By coming to meet the pass, he prevented a sure turnover and was able to draw the foul.
And Tony Allen saying, you know what, that's anyone's ball. I'm just going for it.
Well, he's over the shoulder of Parker trying to get on it. And it's just aggressive play by Parker to prevent a sure turnover.
Tony Allen second.
Raptors can't play cautious here, Chuck. They still have to be aggressive in attack.
Wide open, Parker. Nope. That's his first miss from three-point range. Delfino's been hot behind the arc. He has 3 tonight. And the fadeaway jumper, that's no good. (96-90) Boston as we near the 7-minute mark here in Beantown. Pierce with 14 points, 8 assists, 5 boards. His pass hit the back of Calderon. Calderon leading the break. Delfino, Jose Calderon, and Delfino got it.
Well, Calderon knows Delfino's been hot here in the second half. 13 threes in this game. And remember I talked about Jose having his hands up, Chuck? Even when he didn't see the ball, he knew one of the options may be to his man, had his hands up, and the ball was thrown right to the back of his hands.
That's 10 assists for Calderon. That means he's got 13 double-doubles on the year. Garnett draws a foul from Bosch.
Got to stay down. Garnett off balance on that shot. You don't want to bail him out. But the defense, so important. Jose Calderon getting back, hands up, hands up. Don't know where that ball might go. And yes, it hits his hands, and he's able to not only feel that, but then turn and recover and get the ball.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this, because you're a coach and you deal with clinics and whatnot. How come more young people playing the game don't have their hands up?
I don't know, Chuck, because I'll tell you what, they hear it from the time they're playing. Biddy ball all the way up. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things two things coaches always say defense. Keep your hands up, or 3, move your feet and communicate. And you have to say that over and over every single day. Kevin Garnett talked about Bosch bailing him out here. Garnett, little move, but really, not even set here, and that was just a kind of an obvious fake, and you really want to stay down. If you count up the number of times Garnett's had a shot blocked in that situation, probably very, very few. So you're better off playing the percentages, staying down, and making them shoot over your hands.
Garnett with 24 points, 6 boards, 16 of 20 on the night for Boston. Raps are 12 for 12. Parker, Bargnani against Davis. The double comes, and that allows Parker to jack it up and score.
Well, he's a great option right now. Anthony Parker is just having a tremendous ball game. He's got 18.
We're at the 6-minute mark here. 98-95. This is a one-possession lead for Boston. Garnett on a power move, giving it up. Tony Allen behind the back, dribble drive in the paint. No, follows it up and a foul.
Chuck,
in the lane.
I can't think of how many jump shots Tony Allen has taken and made in this game. Everything is in the paint. The Raptors have to prevent him from getting in there.
So Kevin Garnett putting together another KG ball game with 24 points, 6 boards. And for the Raptors, CB4, 17.7 boards in 32 minutes. And welcome back to Boston, our MTD smooth play of the game. Couple of Raps hook it up, Lear.
Jose Calderon, the drive, the pass to Andrea Bargnani. Calderon, nice job, the smooth play and finish. Jose Calderon distributing all game long. 19 points, 10 assists. How about that percentage? 7 of 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from long range.
Coming up on Thursday, a special time that's NBA courtside with that and Burke the Baller and Sherman Hamilton at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time.
I don't know who's the baller, Verk or Hamilton. You know, Hamilton turns the ball over a lot, so maybe we might have to go with Verk on that one.
I've seen enough turnovers tonight, Leo. How about 17 for the Raptors?
Well, how about 27 points
off
of those 17 turnovers? That's the part that hurts. Now, Tony Allen, we talked about him going to break. He's done a real nice job off the bench for Doc Rivers, but I haven't seen him take a lot of shots from the outside. Chuck, everything has been going into the paint. He's been very aggressive. Raptors have to keep him up, make him a shooter right now. Got enough problem worrying about Perkins and Garnett down there.
We got a delay game warning for Boston. That's Allen's first point of the second half. He's got 15, had 14 of those coming in the second quarter.
Yeah, a lot of full court pressure right here from Boston. Kevin Garnett ready to help out Rondo.
Well, the Raptors have scored 95 points. That's good news. I mean, Boston allows only 81 per game. Now they got to make some stops. Bargnani shot blocked.
Oh, that was a big block by Perkins. Completely surprised Bargnani. Long arms, able to get out there and get a piece of it. And again, one of those situations where if you're Andrea, if you see a guy coming at you like that, try to get him to leave his feet, use that dribble, get to the rim. Nice pass from Calderon, and completely surprising. It didn't even look like he could get there, Chuck. The long arms stretched out.
Delfino has played well tonight. Andrea Bargnani, a deep three, way off the mark.
Just a little too quick.
Here's Pierce and Ray Allen. This is crunch time now for Boston. They got the 3 megastars on the floor. Pierce, elbow. Paul Pierce with 17. 102.95. Boston timeout Raps.
Got some big time options on the floor for Boston right now, and Pierce, huge shot down the stretch.
And a very animated Sam Mitchell on the floor. So as Garnett through the double team, he found a willing recipient in Paul Pierce. This is the 22nd home game for Boston and the 22nd sellout, 18,624. And you'll love to see families. There's a gentleman getting ready for the Super Bowl in a couple of weeks. A lot of Patriot fans, of course, in this area. The IBM winning strategies.
Well, let's recap what we talked about. Come out fighting. Toronto up 2 at halftime. Did a real good job being much more aggressive than their other Celtic games. Don't shy away from the hoop. Raptors shooting 55%. And finally, 3 is enough. Well, unfortunately, a few more guys have stepped up. Tony Allen with 15, so the Raptors letting various players step up and have an impact here.
After the timeout, it's Delfino. Bosch, and he draws the foul. Crowd wanted a block, and this will go against Perkins. This will be his fourth.
A good quick roll there by Chris Bosh. Slips on the screen, goes straight down the lane, and gets that ball up quickly. Perkins thought he had that. Chuck had Bargnani in the corner earlier, that time on Bosh. Really stepping up here down the stretch.
So Bosh is 5 for 5. Raptors are 13 for 13 from the line. Boston's been to the stripe 9 more opportunities. But a couple of storylines in this game. Points in the paint, 50-12 in favor of Boston. And the Raps have committed 17 turnovers for 27 Celtic points. Having said all this, Leo, it's
still in the game.
Yes, they are. 102-97. And then Ray Allen should not have gotten that ball.
No,
he took that shot from 24 feet, raced down all the way to the baseline, Leo, to get it.
Again, this is something that has hurt the Raptors, not just in this game, but this season in general. But shooters getting their own rebounds. Long rebounds, you've got to check the shooter first. 12 offensive rebounds for Boston in this game. Raptors have 4.
Bosh.
Chris Bosh, good looking shot right there. He's got 21 in the game.
And it's a 1 possession lead. Garnett finds Rondo. What happened there?
You got to see the cutters. You just can't watch the ball and lose your man.
Parker.
The block was okay, but the contact was with Ray Allen on the body. Anthony Parker did a real nice job of going into his primary defender. As he puts the ball on the floor, Bargnani, quick pass. Watch the body of Parker going right into Allen. There's the contact.
Yeah, that's
a
foul.
Block is after the fact.
That is a foul.
No, the crowd is booing because they saw the block from Garnett. And Sam Mitchell, a little earlier, irate over this play. There's this jump shot. Allen gets his rebound. Check out Sam Mitchell. How can you let that happen again? A little upset there, Chuck.
104-101 Boston. We have 3 players, Leo, for the Raps, 20 or more points. Bosh with 21, Bargnani and Parton with 20. 104-101 Boston, 3:35 remaining. Ray Allen, and its pass is stolen by Parker, then it squirts off his right hand, out of bounds.
That was just great hustle by Parker. He anticipated where that ball was going, just took his eyes off the ball as he was coming down. Now, see, he knows Parker, Allen's got to throw it somewhere. Watch her. He's going to take his eyes off the ball, looking at Bosh, and just slips out of his hands. Tough break.
Perkins. The handoff goes to Rondo. They swing it around the perimeter. Paul Pierce. Garnett against Bosh. Back it in. Finds Pierce. Up top. 3-ball. No good.
Now, we've said this all along here in this game. Even though Pierce made the last 3 he took, Chuck, he's missed a few, and the Raptors have been hurt when they've jumped at him. I still think you got to run out and just keep a hand up there and take your chances with him behind the arc, as long as they're not open looks.
No, he's 7 of 17, hasn't gone to the line tonight, which is very uncharacteristic of Paul Pierce. Garnett working on Delfino. Kept alive by Perkins. Another opportunity for a second chance point.
Yeah, Carlos Delfino did a good job. Forced a tough shot by Garnett, but you got to get that rebound.
It remains a 1 possession lead for Boston. 10 on the clock. Rondo. Pierce against Calderon. Pierce. Big shot. Clutch shot.
That's a shot he's made his entire career, Chuck. Just getting into the paint, stepping up right over Calderon.
Parker, 3-ball. Good!
Big answer, but come back right there. He was feeling bad about that last turnover he had.
What a ball game.
Nailed that shot.
Hope you're enjoying as much as we are here in Boston. 106-104 Celtics. We're at the tip of the mark. Rondo all the way to the rim. And for the Celtics, that's 54 points in the paint.
Yeah, and Chuck, that's another guy. You know, we talk about Tony Allen. How many jump shots has Rondo made in this game? Just can't allow him to turn the corner. Got to keep him shooting.
Bosch lost the handle. Here we go the other way with Boston on a 4-on-2. Rondo, Pierce, shoots, way off the mark. Rebound, Calderon.
Should have dropped it inside to Garnett. Especially when you're struggling with your shot. Get it inside of the big fella.
And Bosch wants the ball. They double him on the baseline. Calderon weaving. Nice Delfino. Pass. 3-ball. Bam!
It's just good basketball right there. Jose Calderon dribbling out of a tough situation and making an easy pass to Carlos Delfino. He's got a shot going. 15 in the game for Delfino.
And all 5 have come from behind the arc. It's a 1-point Boston lead. Pierce to the rim. Giving it up. Garnett with a dunk.
Unless you're sure of getting the steal, Chuck, you don't want to gamble on that play if you're Delfino. Pierce is struggling with a shot. Keep him outside shooting.
We're at the 1-minute mark here in regulation. Bosch and a power move and a slam dunk. 110-109 with 56.9 seconds remaining. Rondo against Calderon over the midcourt line. 15 on the shot clock. Pierce against Delfino. This is the matchup Boston wants. Pierce, the 16-footer, rimming out. And it went off Perkins out of bounds with 38.4 seconds left.
And that time, Delfino, a little bit more size than Calderon on the same type of shot as Pierce made earlier. A little bit more pressure, forcing a miss on a guy that's had a rough night shooting the ball. 8 of 20 for Paul Pierce.
So the Raps will have a chance to take the lead here late here in the 4th quarter. Welcome back to Boston. Our Gatorade Game X Factor tonight. Andrea Bargnani and Big Baby Davis.
Well, Davis, very limited minutes. I thought did a great job in the 4th quarter. But, Chuck, you picked it. Andrea Bargnani, he was due for a game, and he couldn't have picked a better game to get 27 and 7.
And the 2 big men tonight, respectively for Boston, it's Kevin Garnett. And for the Raptors, CB4.
Yeah, they battled hard. Chris Bosch has picked it up in the second half. Sat for a good part of the first half, but coming strong down the stretch of this ball game. He's got 23 and 7. Garnett 26 and 7.
So it's Raptor basketball. 110-109 Boston. The Celtics are 18 and 3 at home. Delfino inbounding. To Andrea Bargnani on the left wing. Bargnani with a handoff to Calderon. Running baseline up, and they're going to wave off the hoop. A foul on the floor in the drive. This will go against Perkins. And that's his 5th. And this is going to put Jose Calderon at the free throw line.
But when teams are playing this aggressively, you got to drive it. And you got Allen, Perkins both really pressuring. Jose making the right decision.
Tied at 110. Doc Rivers concerned with 31.3 seconds, 24 on the clock. That means the Raps are going to get a possession if they can control the rebound for certainly if Boston scores. And it is up and good. Calderon has not missed in the month of January. He has made 22 consecutive free throws.
He's so confident. He wants to win so badly. He loves to be on the free throw line or taking shots down the stretch.
It's 111-110 Raptors with 31 seconds remaining on the score. Welcome back to Boston. Our Subway wrap-up as the bakery with 19 turnovers for the Raps. Give it up 29 points. Points in the paint. Boston 56 on the glass. Boston with 14. But guess what? The big wrap-up is it's 111-110 Raptors in the game that's featured 19 lead changes and 10 times at a tie ball game.
Well, these kids can't believe the Raptors, Chuck, against the top defensive team in this league, have 27 points in the 4th quarter. Doc Rivers as well. Now,
what do you run here?
I still think you got some great options in terms of Paul Pierce, although he's been struggling, but he can still get his teammates shots if he can get into the paint. But Ray Allen loves the ball down the stretch, and Kevin Garnett in the paint as well.
So Pierce inbounded to Ray Allen. Allen, who won the ball game in Toronto in overtime with a 3. They're working hard. Garnett on a switch, got it by Parker. Back it in, double on the ball. Pierce on the drive. Pierce giving it up. Eddie House, no. Long rebound. Ray Allen got it with 14.9 seconds to go. You know, Ray Allen could have dribbled it out and gone for the final shot, but he had a clear look.
Yeah, he had a clear look, and you know he's a guy that he's hit game-winning shots for this Boston Celtics team. Very confident, but here's the problem, Chuck. You can talk about turnovers, but this game, you will remember offensive rebounds by the Boston Celtics. Raptors bench Sam Mitchell upset again. Another offensive rebound, the 15th offensive rebound in this game for Boston. But having said all that, the Raptors still have an opportunity. That was the 8th offensive rebound in the 4th quarter for the Celtics.
Our forward coach's edge with Sam Mitchell, a scouting report, so to speak, on Boston, dealing with the 3 Hall of Famers, the bench, of course, and they've got to execute. So let's talk about execution now, Leo Routens, and let's describe with 14.9 seconds if you're the Raptors.
Well, right now, success has been had by Toronto with Calderon attacking. He's been aggressive. He's been able to create off the dribble and make something happen. See if there's a pick and roll with Bosch. If not, Calderon can penetrate. Parker's at the hot hand. Delfino's at the hot hand.
But do you need to get a shot off within the next 6 seconds or so? So if you miss, you still have an opportunity or foul.
Well, Chuck, right now you want to get the best shot. You want to get an opportunity to get your rebound. No question about that.
Let's see, Boston is going small. What a ball game on the score. This crowd, 18,624 in Boston. 112, 111 Celtics. Good to have you with us tonight. Ball game right here. Calderon in the paint. On the drive up and good. Counted foul. Onions, baby onions. Jose Calderon and 1.
Well, we talked about this just a second ago. He has this ability. He's done it throughout the game. Turning the corner and driving the ball to the basket. Calderon has been so good off the dribble. Bosch steps up, really never gets a chance to set the screen. Doesn't matter to Calderon. He has the advantage, turns on the Jets, draws the foul.
So Calderon with 23 points, 13 assists, 4 of 4 from the line. And now it's
Ice.
Doc Rivers' turn. Oh, you got to love Jose Calderon.
24 points in the ball game, perfect from the free throw line. 13 assists, and a guy that just loves playing the game with the game on the line.
And I know this is the last thing on his mind, but I hope Doc Rivers is taking notes on Calderon here for the All-Star game.
Here he is. Bosch really never gets a chance to set the screen, but by the time Pierce gets over there, Calderon is seen. He's too late, and he goes right into the body and the bench. They love what this guy's doing. Now it's time for the Raptors, Chuck. Got to have a great defensive stand right here. Keep the Celtics out of the paint. You got to contest everything, and everybody has got to get on the glass right now. Everybody.
How big of a win would this be for Toronto, huh?
Celtics 18-3 at home.
Celtics are out of timeouts as Ray Allen will put the ball in play. Gets a last-second instruction from his head coach, Doc Rivers. And Allen will put it in play right in front of us. And Allen to Eddie House. Paul Pierce. Pierce with a spin. Pierce, the pitch out. House, elbow 3. No. Rebound. Boston. Ray Allen fades, fires, rimmed out. Raptors win, Raptors win, Raptors win. Get out the salami and cheese, mama. This ball game is over. And the Raptors come into Boston and beat the Celtics in dramatic fashion. What a ball game. With the Celtics getting not one but 2 looks near the end of the ball game, and the Raptors come up with a huge play from Calderon near the end on a 3-point play. The good old-fashioned bucket and the foul, and the Raps win at 114-112. Leo Routens is standing by in just a moment as Pierce giving it up to House. hit back rim. Ray Allen with the offensive rebound, and then he just missed a shot. And let's go to Leo.
Thanks, Chuck. AP, Sam Mitchell said, this isn't a big game. It's just another game in the season. Was this a statement game?
This was a big game for us. I mean, to come in here for the last time, we played them 3 times. First one was close. Second 2 weren't too close. And we felt we could come in here and give them a game, and we did. The Lord is good. We shot great from the field. We put Andrea stepped up huge in the first half. And Jose was just making plays the whole second half. I mean, it was great, and we were knocking shots down.
What's the difference? I mean, you guys came out so much more aggressive and confident in this game versus the other games against Boston.
Well, I think we hit shots. I mean, we shot a high percentage. We got the shots that we wanted, knocked them down. I think we mixed it up, got to the basket a little bit, and I don't think they ever found a solution for that side screen and roll. And we got it going late in the second quarter, and we went back to it when we needed a basket.
Sam Mitchell has said that your team really hasn't identified itself at this point. How big is a game like this into finding out who you are as a team?
Well, we've always said that I think we're a team that's capable of beating anybody anywhere, but we're also a team that's capable of losing to anybody anywhere. And, we just that depends on us. We got to come out with the right mentality and the right mindset and leave it out on the floor. And, those are our cliches, but that's really true. And I think we battled today and took their best shot, and we gave them our best shot, and we came out with a win.
Outstanding win. Thanks, Anthony.
All right, thanks a lot. God bless.
Toronto Raptors 114 points against the best defensive team in the NBA. Chuck?
All right, Leo, thank you. Well, maybe we haven't seen the last of the Boston Celtics. Maybe we'll find out and return here in April. But as the Raptors win a ball game, Sam Mitchell's got the mojo going. We'll be back on The Score in a moment. Raps win at 114-112.